Maureen McCormick's life and career extend far beyond the iconic role of Marcia Brady on the Brady Bunch. While she captured the hearts of audiences as the effervescent, picture-perfect daughter, her story behind the screen reveals the complexity of growing up under public scrutiny. From childhood fame to adult self-discovery, Maureen's journey is a testament to resilience, authenticity, and courage. She has navigated personal struggles, societal pressures, and professional challenges, all while learning to embrace her true self. Through interviews, social media reflections, and public appearances, she has shared her life openly, connecting with fans in ways that transcend nostalgia. Her evolution challenges traditional ideals of celebrity, showing that lasting influence comes not from perfection, but from honesty, vulnerability, and the willingness to grow and transform. Maureen's story is both inspiring and relatable, offering a roadmap for embracing life fully and authentically. Growing up in the spotlight. From an early age, Maureen McCormick experienced the extraordinary pressures of childhood fame. Playing Marcia Brady meant embodying a polished, cheerful, and idealized version of adolescence that millions adored. Behind the bright smiles and flawless performances, however, Maureen faced constant scrutiny. Every expression, word, and gesture was observed, leaving little room for error or natural teenage exploration. Unlike her peers, she could not stumble, experiment, or discover herself privately without fear of judgment. This environment created tension between her real identity and the character she portrayed, forcing her to develop a heightened sense of awareness, discipline, and resilience. Despite the challenges, Maureen began learning valuable lessons about emotional strength and self-expression. She cultivated an early ability to balance personal authenticity with professional expectations, a skill few acquire at such a young age. Her formative years in the spotlight shaped not only her career trajectory, but also her perspective on self-worth, identity, and the importance of honesty in navigating public life. The hidden struggles behind the smiles. While audiences adored Marcia Brady's charm, Maureen's off-screen reality was far more complicated. The bright, idealized persona she projected on television contrasted sharply with the pressures she endured privately. She often felt isolated, unable to freely experiment, make mistakes, or explore her identity without public scrutiny. Growing up in such a high-stakes environment amplified ordinary teenage challenges, leaving her to grapple with self-doubt and anxiety. The discrepancy between her public image and private reality created a persistent inner tension, making adolescence uniquely challenging. Yet these experiences also taught Maureen important lessons in patience, resilience, and the importance of self-expression. She began understanding that life could not be reduced to external validation or superficial perfection. By confronting these hidden struggles, she learned how to navigate complex emotions and maintain authenticity, even when it felt impossible. Maureen's story reminds us that behind the seemingly perfect faces we admire, real people experience struggle, vulnerability, and growth, which ultimately shape their character and perspective. Balancing fame and personal growths, fame brought both opportunity and challenge to Maureen's life. Adoration from fans, television success, and public recognition came with immense expectations and scrutiny. Every movement and appearance was analyzed, leaving little room for normal adolescent experiences. Maureen faced the constant tension of balancing personal freedom with public perception, a delicate act requiring discipline and emotional maturity. The pressures of appearing perfect sometimes overshadowed the joy of performing, making the experience emotionally taxing. Yet these circumstances also nurtured early growth, resilience, and empathy. Maureen learned to compartmentalize struggles, develop self-awareness, and confront challenges with poise. These lessons became foundational for her later life, equipping her with tools to navigate professional obstacles and personal challenges alike. Her experience highlights the double-edged nature of fame. It provides extraordinary opportunities, but also demands emotional fortitude, adaptability, and the ability to define oneself beyond external expectations. A challenge she met with courage and determination throughout her youth. Life. After the Brady Bunch. The conclusion of the Brady Bunch brought new challenges as Maureen transitioned from a beloved child star to an adult navigating a complex professional world. Typecasting limited opportunities as casting directors and audiences struggled to separate her from Marcia Brady. The nostalgia that had once worked in her favor now created a sense of confinement, leaving Maureen to reconcile personal aspirations with public perception. These professional constraints often intensified feelings of frustration and isolation, highlighting the difficulty of reinventing oneself after early fame. Beyond her career, Maureen also faced the emotional task of defining herself apart from her iconic character. This period became a crucial turning point, compelling her to reflect deeply on identity, values, and personal goals. By confronting both external and internal limitations, she began the process of reclaiming her narrative. Her journey illustrates the broader challenges that child actors face in transitioning to adulthood, while emphasizing the importance of self-awareness, determination, and perseverance in forging an independent path. Personal struggles and emotional growth. After her time on television, Maureen confronted personal challenges that tested her resilience and self-understanding. She experienced self-doubt, emotional vulnerability, and periods of depression, struggling to separate her identity from the public image of Marcia Brady. Life outside the spotlight sometimes heightened these struggles, making it difficult to establish a sense of normalcy and autonomy. Yet, through these trials, Maureen began cultivating self-awareness, emotional strength, and confidence. She learned to navigate environments that could easily amplify insecurity or risk, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. These experiences reinforced the value of introspection and self-expression, teaching her how to define success on her own terms rather than by external standards. Maureen's journey underscores the unseen emotional labor associated with early fame, highlighting the long-term impact of childhood scrutiny. Her personal growth became a testament to resilience, demonstrating that even amidst challenges, authenticity and determination can guide one toward fulfillment and self-discovery. Speaking out with honesty. Years later, Maureen made the courageous choice to share her story publicly, confronting both the pressures of fame and her personal struggles. Through interviews, writings, and public appearances, she reclaimed her narrative from the constraints of Marcia Brady's image. Her transparency allowed her to connect deeply with fans, demonstrating that the person behind the character had lived a rich and multifaceted life. A bold photo shoot symbolized this transformation, visually representing independence, confidence, and authenticity. These images conveyed a powerful message. Maureen was no longer confined by public expectation or nostalgia. By speaking openly about her experiences, she encouraged audiences to reconsider assumptions about childhood fame, identity, and personal growth. Her willingness to reveal vulnerabilities was not merely an act of sharing, but a reclamation of self, reflecting courage, self-respect, and empowerment. Maureen's decision to confront her past publicly became a defining moment in her life, illustrating the value of honesty, authenticity, and personal agency. Natural beauty and self-acceptance. In recent years, Maureen has embraced a philosophy of self-acceptance, showcasing natural beauty as a statement of confidence and empowerment. She posts makeup-free selfies, celebrates her natural hair, and embraces the signs of aging, challenging societal pressures for perfection. These choices reflect a deeper understanding of self-worth, emphasizing that beauty is rooted in confidence, self-respect, and authenticity, rather than flawless appearances. By embracing imperfection, Maureen sends a message of empowerment to fans, encouraging them to honor their own individuality. Her approach highlights the importance of self-awareness, personal growth, and self-love, demonstrating that embracing authenticity fosters inner strength. Maureen's celebration of natural beauty is both a personal declaration and a cultural statement, inspiring audiences to rethink conventional ideals. Through this lens, beauty becomes not a standard to achieve, but a reflection of confidence, self-compassion, and the courage to present oneself honestly to the world. Courage through vulnerability. Maureen's authenticity extends beyond appearance to the emotional courage of sharing her personal experiences. She openly discusses self-doubt, struggles with identity, and challenges of life after fame, humanizing herself for audiences. Vulnerability becomes a tool for connection, allowing fans to relate to her journey and find inspiration in her honesty. By acknowledging fear, insecurity, and obstacles, Maureen demonstrates that true strength is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to confront it with integrity. Her openness fosters empathy and encourages others to embrace their own vulnerabilities without shame. Maureen's approach transforms personal challenges into collective lessons, illustrating that emotional honesty nurtures resilience and growth. In doing so, she builds a bridge between public and private life, showing that authenticity creates deeper, human connections. Her story exemplifies the empowerment that arises from embracing imperfection and courageously sharing one's journey, inspiring multiple generations. Maureen McCormick's story resonates across age groups, engaging both longtime fans and younger generations discovering her legacy online. Older fans reflect on her evolution from a childhood icon to a mature, self-aware woman, appreciating her authenticity and personal growth. Younger audiences see a role model in resilience, self-love, and courage, learning that success is not merely about fame or image, but about embracing challenges and growth. Maureen's openness emphasizes that public recognition does not exempt anyone from struggles or the ongoing work of self-discovery. By prioritizing honesty over polished appearances, she encourages audiences to embrace imperfections, cultivate empathy, and value genuine connections. Her influence demonstrates that authentic engagement, grounded in honesty, vulnerability, and personal reflection, creates lasting impact. Maureen's journey teaches that resilience, courage, and self-awareness are timeless qualities, relevant to fans across generations and vital in shaping meaningful, authentic lives. The transformative power of truth. At the core of Maureen's journey lies the power of truth in fostering human connection. By sharing life openly, she creates empathy and relatability, allowing fans to see themselves in her experiences. In an era dominated by curated social media personas and superficial ideals, Maureen's authenticity stands out, offering a counter-narrative to perfectionism. Vulnerability becomes strength, and personal reflection becomes a tool for empowerment. Her story demonstrates that living openly and acknowledging challenges fosters deeper understanding, not only of oneself, but also of others. Through honesty, she transforms the platform of celebrity into a space for empathy, growth, and shared humanity. Audiences are reminded that struggles, uncertainties, and imperfections are part of life and worthy of acknowledgement. Maureen's approach highlights that authenticity is an enduring source of influence, connecting people across backgrounds, ages, and experiences, and creating a lasting cultural and emotional impact. Redefining the public image. While Marcia Brady remains a cultural touchstone, Maureen McCormick's contemporary identity extends far beyond nostalgia. She is now recognized not only as a former television star, but as a woman of integrity, courage, and authenticity. By openly discussing her life experiences, she reshapes the public perception of what it means to grow, evolve, and maintain influence over time. Moren demonstrates that being a role model is not about perfection or maintaining an idealized image, but about living in alignment with values, confronting challenges, and embracing personal growth. Her journey highlights the enduring power of authenticity, showing that a public figure's influence is maximized when it stems from honesty, resilience, and integrity. Fans witness a woman navigating life with self-awareness, adaptability, and confidence, proving that lasting impact comes not from curated appearances, but from genuine engagement and thoughtful reflection on life's experiences. A legacy of honesty and influence. Ultimately, Maureen McCormick's life and career are defined by honesty, authenticity, and the courage to live openly. She has transformed public perception, challenged societal standards of beauty, aging, and success, and inspired audiences to embrace vulnerability and personal growth. Her story exemplifies the power of living authentically, demonstrating that influence comes not from perfection, but from integrity, empathy, and resilience. By sharing personal experiences and lessons learned, Moren encourages audiences to honor their own journeys, confront challenges, and cultivate self-compassion. Her legacy underscores the enduring impact of authenticity, showing that courage, honesty, and vulnerability create deeper connections and meaningful influence than any curated public image ever could. Maureen McCormick's life stands as a testament to the beauty and power of embracing imperfection, and her story inspires generations to approach life with integrity, confidence, and the willingness to live fully and truthfully.